Hello students, last class we are discussing about the chapter coal and petroleum. So we have discussed many things in this chapter already. So when it comes to what is coal and how it extracted, so first it starts from inexhaustible and exhaustible resources. Those are the two parts of natural resource. First natural resource ಬರ್ತದೆ. So natural resource ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Anything that is found in nature and which are useful to us. So ಯಾವ nature ಒಳಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾವು, nature ಒಳಗೆ ಅದಾವು and useful to us ಅದಾವಲ್ಲ, those are called as natural resources. These natural resources are classified into two categories. One is exhaustible resources, other one is inexhaustible resources. There are two types: exhaustible, then inexhaustible. Exhaustible and inexhaustible resources. So exhaustible resources are what? These are the resources they will finish one day after using lot of time. When you use it more than so many times, they will finish in one day. So we can call them as exhaustible resources. For example, petroleum, petrol, coal, natural gas, diesel. So these all are exhaustible resources. So if you use them for long time, at one day they are going to finish. We cannot get them back again. So those are called as exhaustible resources. So the next one is inexhaustible resources. What are inexhaustible resources? So for which resources we can call inexhaustible? So the inexhaustible resources are those resources, even though you use it for long time, they will not vanish. So those kind of resources are called as inexhaustible resources. ಯಾವ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮೆನಿ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. those resources are called as inexhaustible resources. ಅಂತ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು inexhaustible resources ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. we call them as inexhaustible resources. Okay, so exhaustible, inexhaustible. So exhaustible resources, inexhaustible resources. Okay, see here these examples we can list. Exhaustible, which we can list example: petrol you can list, diesel you can list, natural gas you can list. You can list petrol, diesel, natural gas. Okay, these are inexhaustible natural resources. ಇವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು inexhaustible natural resource ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸಾರಿ, exhaustible natural resource ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಡೀಸೆಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. ಸೊ inexhaustible ಅಂದ್ರೆ sunlight, water, air. These kind of resources are inexhaustible. So after that we study these petrol, coal. Here we study mainly coal and petroleum. Coal is our main content. So adanu petroleum, petrol, diesel, natural gas, bitumen, paraffin, kerosene, we all study in that. So we study coal again, how it is extracted, that you should study. The forms of coal, coke, coal tar, coal gas we studied, their uses and what are the points regarding them. We studied all those, and after that we studied petroleum products and their uses. Uses of petroleum products we studied, that is very much important. Then uses of natural gas, that is natural gas is present in the form of CNG, long form compressed natural gas. Another one is there LPG, long form liquid petroleum gas. So we studied all those things here, right? So now after that, why natural gas is Some natural resources limited. How we have to use them? Saving the fuels. That is, we are properly using the bikes, servicing them. Okay, so we have to do all those things to save the fuels. Okay, what we have learned, there are some points, I am going to read them. So those who have attended yesterday's live class, we are going to repeat the same thing. Coal and petroleum and natural gas are fossil fuels. Of course, coal, petroleum, natural gas are what? They are the fossil fuels. Fossil fuels were formed from the dead remains of living organisms millions of years ago. Fossil fuel hang formadu, they formed from the dead organisms which were there for million years ago. The organisms were million years ago. From those organisms, fossil fuels were formed. Fossil fuels are exhaustible resources. So fossil fuels, we are calling them as exhaustible resources. Okay, these are the fossil fuels. These are exhaustible resources. One day they will get vanish. ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಅವೇನಾಗ್ತಾವು, ವ್ಯಾನಿಷ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವು. ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Coke, coal tar and coal gas are the products of coal. Noti, coke, coal tar, coal gas. Coke, coal tar, coal gas. These are the products of coal. Coal is the pure form of carbon. Next, petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffin wax, lubricating oil are obtained by refining petroleum. Petroleum ಅನ್ನು ರಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವನಷ್ಟು ತಗೋತಾರೆ. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವು? ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್, ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್, ಡೀಸೆಲ್, ಕೆರೋಸಿನ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಾಫಿನ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲುಬ್ರಿಕೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಯಿಲ್. ಅವುಗಳು ಯೂಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ. ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಅದಾವ, ಅವ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೋರಿ. Coal and petroleum resources are limited. We should use them judiciously. See, coal and petroleum, both this coal product and this petroleum product, and with this there is lubricating oil, paraffin, then kerosene. These all are bitumen. These all are limited. Okay, you have to use them judiciously, means properly you have to use them. Okay, so we'll see the exercises. What are the advantages of using CNG and LPG as fuels? What are the advantages of using CNG and LPG as fuels? Okay, CNG and LPG is used as fuels. Okay, what are the advantages? They will not produce that much of air pollution. Air pollution no produce modula. So and easy to carry them, CNG and LPG, and it is being used as a fuel for transport vehicles because it is less polluting. It is a cleaner fuel. CNG is less polluting and cleaner fuel. Similar thing with LPG. The calorific value of LPG is good. They can easily transported, LPG and CNG, and they are having little bit economic values also. So that is why CNG and LPG is considered more. And I have already sent the answers in the group. You refer that, those who have not still written. So by today evening you send me the answers. Second question I am going to read now. Name the petroleum product used for surfacing of roads. The petroleum product used for surfacing of roads. Which is the petroleum product that is used for surfacing of roads? So if you open the page number 60, you can see here. In this page they have given the complete petroleum products and their uses. You have to perfect this. Okay. So what is there? If you look in that, last it is written bitumen. Bitumen is used for paints and road surfacing. Bitumen is used for both paints and road surfacing. Okay, so how coal is formed? The petroleum product used for surfacing of roads is which one? Bitumen. Bitumen is the petroleum product that is used for surfacing of roads. Okay, Third question. Describe how coal is formed from dead vegetation. What is this process called? Describe how coal is formed from dead vegetation. How coal is formed from dead vegetation. What is this process called? Hang dead vegetation in the form of the billions of years ago. Okay. So I have written that in the notes. So notes ನಾವು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Okay. Coal hang form ಆಗ್ತದ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ. Thousands of years ago ಒಳಗೆ about, if you open page number 57, it is there. About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forests in low-lying wetland areas. Due to natural process like flooding, these forests got buried under the soil. As more soil deposited over them, they were compressed. The temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper. Under high pressure and high temperature, dead plants got slowly converted to coal. Okay. So as coal contains mainly carbon, this process is called as carbonization. Okay, this already I sent in the group. You can refer that. Okay, the answers I have already sent in the group. The notes I have already sent in the group. You can refer that and complete the exercise. What is this process is called? This process is called as carbonization. ಈ process ಗೆ ನಂತರ carbonization ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತಾರ. Okay, fill in the blanks. We'll go for fill in the blanks now. Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. So fill in the blanks. First one, fossil fuels are dash dash and dash. Fourth one, A. Fossil fuels fossil fuels are dash and dash and dash. First fossil fuels are coal, petroleum and natural gas. Natural gas. Fossil fuels are coal, petroleum and natural gas. B. What is B? Process of separation of different constituents from petroleum is called. Process of separation of different constituents from petroleum. Petroleum indra ಬಂದಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಂತರ ರಿಫೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ. This is called refining of petroleum. Okay, third one. See, least polluting fuel for vehicle is. Which is the least polluting fuel for vehicle? That is compressed natural gas. We can write CNG, or in complete form you can write compressed natural gas. Compressed natural gas. Okay, CNG. So these are the fill in the blanks answers. Okay. Okay. Next, tick true or false against the following statements. Fossil fuels can be made in the laboratory. Is fossil fuels can be made in the laboratory? Yes. Are they can be made in the laboratory? No, it is not possible. Because for the preparation of fossil fuels there is large amount of temperature and large amount of pressure is needed, which is not at all possible. So fifth A, that is fifth this one is A is false. That is you can write false. CNG is more polluting fuel than petrol. No, CNG is a less polluting fuel. This is also false. CNG is less polluting fuel than petrol. Coke is almost pure form of carbon. Yes, this is true. See, coke is the pure form of carbon. That is the purest form of carbon. And CNG is less polluting than petrol. And first one is fossil fuels can be made in the laboratory? No, it is not at all possible to create the fossil fuels in the laboratory, because we need thousands of years, 10,000s of years, millions of years for the formation of fossil fuels, which we cannot afford, which we cannot wait. Okay. D. Coal tar is a mixture of various substances. Coal tar is a mixture of various substances. Yes, coal tar is made up of a lot of substances, so it is true. D is T, that is true. You write complete true or false. Kerosene is not a fossil fuel. Kerosene is a fossil fuel. That means it is also false. So first one is false, B is false, true, true, false. So fossil fuels can be made in the laboratory, that is false. CNG is more polluting fuel than petrol, false. Coke is almost pure form of carbon, true. Coal tar is a mixture of various substances, true. Kerosene is not a fossil fuel, false. So we'll move to the question number 6. Explain why fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources. Why fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources? You have to explain. Because fossil fuels, if you go on using them, okay, they will vanish one day, and it is impossible to recreate the fossil fuels, because it happens usually millions of years ago or 10,000 years ago. So for the creation of fossil fuels, again, which we have to wait 10,000 years and millions years, which we cannot afford, which is not at all possible, and we cannot create the fossil fuels in the laboratory. That is why fossil fuels are called as exhaustible natural resources. ಈ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ ಫಾಸಿಲ್ ಫ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಂತಾರೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಸ್ಟಿಬಲ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಸ್ಟಿಬಲ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು? ದೇ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ರೀಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಮತ್ತು ನಾಳೆನೂ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್. ಏರ್ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಮುಗಿಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಮುಗಿಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. But petroleum, coal and petrol, diesel, after some time they will get vanish. Okay, so if you use them for long time, they will get vanish. Okay, so next, describe characteristics and uses of coke. So you know that uses of coke already barishidinu one class olaga. So other characters bariri, coke related points, you have to write their characters and uses of them. Okay, next, I think you understood uses of coke and characteristics of coke. So there you can write even characteristics of coke, coal tar. There you can write, no, they have clearly asked the coke only. Then you write only the characteristics of coke and uses of coke. Okay, so it is there already, I have sent it. If you don't know also, you can refer the textbook, it is there in textbook. Okay, so coke you can check out, so it is there, coke is there, you can check out this only you have to write. Page number 58, coke, this up complete you write. These are the characters of coke as well as uses of coke. It is a tough, porous and black substance, is an almost pure form of carbon. Coke is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metals. Enough. Okay, explain the process of formation of petroleum. You have to explain the process of formation of petroleum. This is the formation of procession of petroleum. Here it is, not the refining. This process diagram you have to take and you have to explain. Okay, write the diagram and you have to explain. So last one they have given graph. You have to draw that graph neatly. 1991 7.9%, 92 7.8, 93 8.3. So x-axis you take year. Okay, you take year in x-axis, that is 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. Okay, you take the year like that. So better you write 1991, 1992. One solve catch capital 2 centimeter tore. Okay, okay, 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994, 1995, 1996, like this. We type tore 1997 ಒಂದದ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದಾವು lowest is 7.1 highest is 11.5 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 7 ಇಂದ ತಗೋರಿ okay or you can say 0 so you can say 2 difference ತಗೋರಿ 2 4 6 8 10 2 difference though you can do that so first one 1991 7.9 are 8 samikana so here you can refer 1992 7.8 other samikana ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಕೇಳೋದಷ್ಟ 7.8 93 8.3 okay ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಜಾಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಬಿಡ್ರಿ 2 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ತಗೋರಿ okay 93 8.3 93 here it is upper okay you can draw like this 94 7.4 7.1 so 7 ನೋಡು ಬಹಳ so 7.4 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ 7.1 ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು so you can draw like this 1994 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ 7.1 okay ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ನು 96 97 ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಹಾಕಬಹುದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗಿವನ್ okay ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅದ ಆ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು 2 4 ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ 1 2 3 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ನಡೀತದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು 7 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು 7 8 9 ಆ ಟೈಪ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಬರ್ತದೆ so no problem you can do in whichever way you want so this ends your chapter coal and petroleum so this already have discussed this all things in live class yesterday live class I have discussed all these questions so for your convenience I have discussed these again okay so we'll start other chapters in the upcoming classes okay we have done with metals and non-metals coal and petroleum so remaining chapters we will do in the upcoming classes okay right thank you